Okay, this is another time we can be together. Listen, I've given you strategies on how to upload YouTube because of the exodus from TikTok to YouTube. That's clear. Now I'm going to give you strategies on how to do mentality-wise, on how to hold two jobs together. Now this is going to produce tips and strategies. Let's get to the point. Number one, you need a gym nearby in between the two jobs. That's strategy number one. Why? Well, because you need a landing place in order to get your head back together again. In my own arena, in my own vex of life, you have, or I should say I have, seen the one job is easy and then one job is hard. One job is easy and then one job is hard. But there's some days that both jobs are hard. Now, just yesterday I lucked out, and I actually had a hard day and an easy evening. But for the most part, that gym, you go to the gym, somehow it replenishes you. Even though, like, you're saying that your rest point is you're still working out. How is that rest? As far as for my body goes, the ripping of muscles, that's all for like a Saturday. Some people have the pleasure, but it's an oxymoron. How is working out a rest point between two jobs that you're doing? Your body's going to tell you what it needs. So sometimes I work with the weights, but sometimes I don't. I don't want to say the name of the gym because that might get this video tagged as a promotion. But anyway, I have a black card, and me just saying that will probably reveal the name to you. I mainly use the black card to rest. Even though I'm going to the gym, I'm actually resting because of the massage chairs that it has available in the gym that I go to. So, what time do I wake up? I wake up at 4:45. Now, this is a point at which I said in the past that people don't care about you, so don't blog. However, the blogging can be strategic tips and strategies. All right? So if I'm going through it, you're going through it too. But if I give you that little dagger, then you'll tune into that. All right, so here's the other case. You use that as a rest point in between your two jobs, but somehow you have to find jobs in between those two locations. The location of your job. Now that's going to take a lot of figuring out. So that's strategy number one. Somehow find two jobs that have in proximity easy access to that gym, maybe like a mile away from each other or so. But it has to be pretty close to that particular gym. All right, so in that, I have, in reality, I can't do it for both jobs, but I can do it for one. So just to give you that little tip right there. I have a commute, as you already know, for about 20 minutes to 24 minutes, depending on the lights. And then I do a 24-minute commute back. However, that gym is right there, and my next evening job is very close to that gym. So I'm landing back at that gym, getting my body all some massaged and sauna'd. Is that a word? Sauna'd. And you get replenished and then go to the evening job till midnight. So what time do I have to be at work? 7:30. I'm going to talk to my boss and see if I can push it to 8. But 7:30 is pretty nice. So I work from 7:30 in the morning all the way until noon. Or if the day is bad, I'll work till 4. But usually I'm breaking at noon. So we're talking about a 5 or 4 hour day in the morning. Go to the gym, get replenished, and then go from 3 o'clock until midnight. Is that healthy? I'm 55 years old and I feel fine. As far as percentage, did we talk about percentages? That when people actually talk to you, here's number 2 strategy for holding 2 jobs. If someone is asking you, how are you doing? Talk to them in percentage, like you're a phone. Because then I've seen people, honestly, I've seen people say to me, how are you doing? I say back to them, I'm 67% today. Well, today I'm at 83. I feel like 83 right now, 83%. Oh, actually, and it throws them off because they're expecting to hear, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. No, you're not. You're fine, but that doesn't tell anybody anything. How you doing? I'm fine. We're programmed to say that. So I'm giving an inspiration for the future, especially in this time where AI is coming out and there is the possibility of you having humanoids with you. You're going to look at your humanoid, or you're going to look at your floating phone or whatever object of robot that you're going to have, and you're going to look at that thing as a, all right, how are you doing, robot? Oh, well, you're going to look at its back or look at your phone, and it'll tell you the percentage of battery life it has. So if a humanoid is at 83%, then we got to come into this new year 2025 and start talking to each other like, how are you doing? Well, I'm actually 87% right now. Oh, okay. I'll take care of that section of work for you, since you're at 86%. There's some rare moments that I'm like 90%. And there, on a rare occasions, I'm at 100% during the day. Now, at the start of the day, I can be at 100. No, I can be at 90. I'm always functioning at around 90. All right, so that's tip number 2. Because people will start to, if they hear that genuine response, they will help you. All right, now the third tip that I would like to say, strategy, is somehow YouTube is actually hospital therapeutic. It could be a dosage as far as a creator goes. If you turn from a consumer to a creator, if you turn yourself from just consuming videos, if you consume too many videos on YouTube, it will actually start to produce less cortisone in your system. However, if you get creative on YouTube in some form or fashion, that day, okay, is remembered. Right? You actually lived and had a memory, but you produced a memory. All right, you produced something lasting. You put a video out there, and it's been recorded. So your day is not in vain. So your body knows that and understands that. So it produces cortisol in your body, which is a good thing. If I'm saying the biological word right, if I'm not, my pardons. So you mean to tell me that doing a YouTube video is a healthy? Yes. It is. I'm telling you, it is, because I feel better because I'm giving back to you what I've consumed. Now, for the most part in the morning, I'm jamming out to music, okay? But then as the evening goes on, I have to change to sci-fi. But then I have so many watch laters that if I see something interesting on YouTube, I just put it on watch later. So then in the evening time, my mentality is, who are my subscribers, and I finally get to listen to them. I'm not seeing them, I'm listening to them. Even though they're video. So in order to have two jobs, you have to have YouTube. I'm not doing this as a promotion. All right? I'm doing this to give you strategies and tips on how to hold down two jobs. You can't hold down two jobs and just mentally not be doing anything but going through the motions. It will drive you crazy. And if you are, then, well, more power to you, and my congratulations to you, and hand clapping. But as far as for this human body needs audible input. And so the only way that you can get that is through YouTube. Now, I know there's other platforms. However, YouTube, I usually, if you're a driver, I know a lot of you are, I put my phone in my visor. And then I have it 25% to maybe 45% angle. I can totally see the road. I can totally see my phone, briefly. But usually people have it down on their lap or have it on some type of apparatus on their dashboard. However, I have it in my visor. And like I said, I gave you the percentage on what it is angle-wise. Now, these are unedited raw videos. There's not one edit in this video. So you're saying that, how in the world am I communicating to you as the viewer all these thoughts as I'm driving and having two jobs? I'm telling you, YouTube is on easy mode. Now, that's in other videos. You go watch them. But strategy number 4, as far as holding down two jobs, is daily average. Don't look at rent as rent. $800. You gotta make $800 this month. Roar! Divide 800 into 30 days. Divide 1,000 into 30 days. That's how many hours you need to work in order to make rent. You're like, oh, the daily average? Oh, well, that's not bad, because like I said in the previous video, I am at 26.2 $26.66 a day. Times that by 30, you get 800. So seeing all your bills by daily average, it just is such a sigh of relief. I'm serious, it's such a sigh of relief. Now, a lot of you are facing mortgage and are facing the actual bills of gas and electric and heat. So your bill factor is pretty high as far as your daily average would go. Like if you even boil it down to your Patreons. You know, I'm not paying $29 a month. Or your gym is $29 a month. But if you look at things on daily average, take your bill and divide it by 30, then it's not so mentally disturbing. It makes that bill into small little squirrels. Now, as far as relationships go, here's one thing I really, really, really have to pass on to you. That quiet person that you're working with, find out who it is, be nice to that person. Karma is going to reward you so fantastically. I am in shock. I'm literally in shock. Because the person that I was nice to 10 years ago, I was nice to that person 10 years ago. All right, is that emphasized? 10 years ago. Is now my boss. She was this quiet person, you know. I was nice to her. I was very, very cordial. Okay. I was very, very cordial, but I'm telling you, man, be nice to those quiet people. All right, at your job, bro. I'm serious, man. I have been so incredibly blessed out the wazoo. I don't know what a wazoo is, but I was nice to this waitress 10 years ago, man. And then I'm out in the country, bro. I'm out in the country. She's my boss. I'm like, yo, man, this is an important job. How in the world did you get all the way out here? Because, like, we were trying to figure out, like, haven't I seen you someplace before? And, like, I dismissed it because, you know, she was coming in, being the boss, and I'm like, and, you know, there was, like, a kind of a liking there, but, and then, like, she said, did you work at this place, like, 10 years ago? I'm like, oh, my God, it's you? And, like, I was freaking out yesterday. I was so freaking out. That shot me to 110%, bro. I'm telling you, man. So you figure out who those quiet people are at your job, and seriously, bro, I need to tell it to you, bro. Be nice to them. All right? Because 10 years down the road, man, that person might possibly be your boss, man. How in the world? I mean, that is so karma blessing. Woo! I'm in shock. I'm about to go in. So you take those tips on how to tackle working two jobs. And on the ride back, I'm going to tell you specifically, like mentally, how I got through all that. at the very, very, very end. All right, because I like doing videos at the very end of the day because you can get that end of the day voice.